So we have these two existing custom objects now, student and car. And our requirement is we need to build a relationship between those two objects. So we have a car object and a student object. We have to build a relationship between them. And we want to build a master detail relationship between those two objects. All right. Then the question comes, on which object we have to create this master detail field? So as you know, whenever we create a relationship between two objects, we have to create that master detail field. Oftentimes, there will be a question, do we create it on the student object or do we create it on the car object? In this scenario, we're also assuming that one student can have many cars. One student may have one car or many cars. So the owner over here is a student. The child over here is a car. And remember that this master detail field will be always created on the child object. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to identify which object is the parent object and which object is the child object. In this scenario, car is a child object because student is going to be the owner of the car and car is going to be the child of the student. Okay? So that's why we're going to create it on the car object. So what we will do is we'll go to Object Manager here, find our car object, and then we will select Fields and Relationship, click on New, select the data type, which is Master Detail Relationship. It also gives you a great explanation over here what it does. Creates a relationship that links this object to another object, and that another object is going to be our student object. Okay, so let's click on Next. And here we have to select the student as an object, which this one is going to be related to. Student. Click Next. And field name, we'll keep it as student. Description, help text, you can add it if you want to. And then we will click on Next. Click Next. Click Next. And we will add this field to all these page layouts. That is fine. And click Save. So now if we go back to our schema builder and view the relationship between those two objects, now we see that they have a line that links these two objects. And this is going to be, if you hover over this line, it's going to tell that it is a master detail relationship from car to student. So if we say build a master detail relationship from car to a student, that means you have to build that master detail field on the child object. All right. So this is basically how we built that master detail relationship. So we have a note over here. So don't worry about what it says. There will be scenarios that two objects may already exist, and in the child object, you may have some records. If it already has a records, you cannot directly go ahead and build that relationship. So there has to be some, there are two ways you can get around it and be able to build that master detail relationship. And this is one of those ways. And I will demo this problem and how to resolve it in our future scenarios.